Hello, and welcome to the show. The main race for today is a Mazda MX-5 race, but first I wanted to make you look at this particular clip. So this is a race from World Sim Series, and the event is the Ignition Season 3. Right. The car is Ginetta G40 GT5, and I qualified second for this race. Didn't do a lot of practice. As you can see right off the back, the person in third overtakes me into the first corner. I was not giving a huge fight here, and and I just wanted to go with the flow. So moving forward, you can see both of them right off the back got into a fight, and I was hoping that someone or the other goes into each other, and I can make my way through. So yeah, moving to the next corner, both of them are still in the fight, side by side each other. I am just right now learning the track and learning the car, how it handles and all. So yeah, constantly they are engaged in a fight. The person in P1 goes a little bit out of the track but joins right back at it. Both of them are still side by side. He overtakes the, I think Costa is the person who is in second, and Costa gets overtaken by the person in P1. And this is an interesting corner because here I will be capitalizing on both of those people's fight. So I go into the next turn, and then he goes right onto the curb, and I think his car gets unsettled a little bit, and I take the opportunity and cut him right back. In the next turn, I am having the momentum, I'm carrying the momentum because I was taking the fast racing line, and I am looking for a move, but he covers the inside line really well, and I have no choice but to go around the outside. But around the outside, there's not a lot of momentum there, so he takes the position right back. The person behind me is just on my toes and just following me. The person in front, Costa, does a mistake and just loses the control of the car. I take the position very hesitantly because I am not sure whether he will turn into me or something. So anyways, I take the position back, and now I'm at P1. So moving forward in the next turn, you can see in the rear view mirror, the driver behind does a really, I don't know, we'll call that mistake or something. He loses a little bit control of a car, but yeah, I didn't capitalize on this particular instance as well. So yeah, I create a decent 2.1 second gap just by doing nothing, by capitalizing on others' mistake, as was the title of the first video. By the way, this is the second video of my channel. Feel free to subscribe. Right, I am very thankful for my 4 subscribers. Those people mean a lot to me, who subscribed me after my first video. Anyways, we complete this race eventually, and I actually finished this in P2. But yeah, now we'll be moving on with the next race, which is the talk of today's video. This again is a World Sim Series race. It's Conspit MX-5 Cup. It's Tsukuba circuit, and here we are going to start with the race. Now this guy, I don't know how he was able to jump start, but he did, and got stop and go 30-second penalty. So yeah, we overtake one car. We overtake the car on the left as well. He goes wide and just bumps into us. Someone comes back on the inside line, and we are both side by side. I actually jump forward to P3 here, and which is a very good start in my opinion. I take the inside line, park my car there, and try to get a better exit. But on the exit, I somehow spin the car, lose a little bit of control, and he takes the momentum forward. In the next turn, this turn is a little bit sketchy to take side by side, but yeah, you can also look at the circuit, right? So here we check our braking point and go into the corner. I think this was a decent enough, you can say, turn I took there. But yeah, I settled into P4, and the race seemed that it will go on like this only, because generally in World Sim Series races, the penalties are very strict, right? So if you are playing Assetto Corsa, this is a good, you can say, place to have decent enough races where people are just not crashing into each other. In my last video, I talked about an open lobby, but open lobbies are always chaos. So going into the turn 1, I take a tight line inside the turn 1, and I'm gaining a little bit on the guy in front. Now this track I did decent enough practice, and I knew my braking corners. For example, this corner, just at the right of that, you see the tarmac a little bit, right? That's the braking point for this turn. This guy does a mistake, I do mistake as well, and this mistake costs me about 2 positions. So the car, one car takes position right at the right side of me, and we are just side by side. In the next corner as well, we'll remain side by side. Now I'm confident on this track, but I was not very confident on this guy's intentions, because I take the turn, leave the space, but he doesn't take the space, and then I'm confused as to, am I supposed to take the inside line? Then he just joins the track right back in. I think I was fast on the entry, but again I lost momentum on the exit, so that costed me this position. So I'll skip forward to the next lap, middle of the next lap, where I get a chance to overtake this guy. Now this, I told you about this corner, right? This is a little bit sketchy. Car gets unsettled here, and this guy, of course, the car got unsettled and he lost the control. A little bit of respect I wanted to give to him, that he was a great racer and we'll remember him forever with us. Although he's fought like a champion, but he fell down. Anyways, moving forward, yeah. So I gained that position, and that was a little bit easier than I thought, because you never know from people, right? They'll fight very hard for a position and then bump into you. Skipping forward to lap number 6, I caught up to guy in P4, and I had a chance with him, to overtake him in this particular corner, but I think I messed up here. He left space. I was supposed to take the inside line, but actually I lost the control of the car, you know. So he went, with the momentum he carried forward and moved forward. So moving forward to the next lap number 7, I again got a chance to overtake this guy, and I think this time I was able to overtake him. Let's see. So this corner, of course, car gets a little unsettled, but I am strong at this particular section of the track. So in the next corner, I'll take a try. I take the inside line, and I stick to that inside line. This guy leaves respectable space. It's almost like he handed over me the position, as if he was not up for a fight. But anyways, we jump up to P4. Now I fell down to P6, I think, and then we have gained 2 positions since then. So P4 we jumped up to. Now P1 to 3 were decently fast drivers. I would say they were able to match my pace. But yeah, we took the thing. In this corner he tried to come at me, but I think he took the bad line. The guy in P3 messed up this corner, and I got a chance to overtake him as well. Now I'm back on the podium, right? But not where I want to be, right? This guy comes at me in this particular corner, but luckily my car was parked there. And for the next corner, we are side by side. He backs off because he knows that we cannot take this corner, together. I carry my momentum in the next, you can say, turns. He'll try again to overtake me in the next corner. I take the defensive line and park my car in the middle of the track so that he has no space to go, right? So he's giving me a great challenge here and keeping his car. Now this is going to stay the same for the next couple of corners, and in the meantime I would like to take some time and remind you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, right? I've also made an Instagram account, right? So I'll put the link for that in the description itself. I hope you are enjoying the videos. Now I'm not a pro driver. We're talking about turn 1, he takes a little bit wider line, I take the inside line. Anyways, I'm not a professional driver. I'm just trying to learn how to drive, as this is of course my passion. I take a right braking point, but I actually lose the car a little bit here. Luckily my car is parked again in the middle of the track. He's not able to overtake me. The next corner is a strong bit for me, and I take the momentum carrying, and I gain a little bit time on him, and he loses a little bit time on me. Moving forward, I'll take you a little bit forward in the lap 10, where I'm able to settle in front of 1 second ahead of this particular person, the person in P4, and I think the pace is a little bit comfortable for me. So yeah, if you can see in the next couple of laps, what happens is that the person in P1, right, Robotham, whatever the name is, he's an absolute champion, and he decides to quit the game, I think, and he drops the order and then eventually vanishes from the race itself, right? So I think he's down there in the pits itself. But yeah, being an absolute champion, he hands over the position to me, and I take P2. Actually I was not aware that I'm P2, right? And actually when we got the race got finished, I realized that I actually finished in P2 instead of P3, because in the mind you always have that, right? There are 2 cars in front of me. But anyways, this was a good race, I think. I did some mistakes and some like not very complicated, but yeah, did some overtakes. I hope you're enjoying these videos, and thanks a lot for joining.